Obesity has become one of the fastest growing epidemics in the United States. Each day we see hundreds of people who have crossed the line between overweight and obese. Heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, diabetes, and cancer are just a few of the diseases that are directly attributed to being overweight.
Did you know that 58 million people in the USA are overweight? 40 million people are obese, and 3 million people are considered morbidly obese.
Being considered morbidly obese means that you have a BMI of 40, which indicates a body fat percentage of over 45%.
In the past 50 years, portion sizes have immensely increased. For example, a hamburger patty has grown from 1.6 ounces to an unbelievable 8 ounces.
In a span of 20 years, hospital costs associated with childhood obesity rose from $35 million to a shocking $127 million.
This is due to the fact that childhood obesity has nearly tripled in the last 30 years.
According to a survey conducted in 2007, 24.8% of American women were obese, along with a total of 26.4% of men.
It's hard to believe that Americans spend $33 billion annually on weight loss products and services.
In the United States, approximately 300,000 adult deaths each year are attributed to unhealthy dietary habits and physical inactivity.
So, America, this is our big problem.
In order to address the growing problem of obesity in the United States, the government has opted to take direct action in the form of taxes. Fat taxes are imposed on fattening foods and beverages to try and discourage unhealthy diets. Studies have shown that a 1 cent per ounce tax on sugar-sweetened beverages may reduce public consumption by 25%. By implementing such a tax, the government hopes to encourage individuals to reduce their fat consumption by increasing the financial burden of purchasing fattening foods. In the past, the government has implemented similar actions. This includes the trans fat ban in New York City, which banned the use of trans fats in restaurants and in baked goods. The U.S. government has also imposed taxes on cigarettes in the past, with proposals for even higher tax rates in the near future, all of which aim to recharge the anti-smoking campaign and decrease tobacco use in the United States. Most recently, however, Congress has proposed a federal tax on soda and other sugary drinks. This 3-cent tax would aim to decrease public consumption of carbonated drinks and promote overall healthy lifestyles.
Unfortunately, these fat taxes produce the unintended consequence of also being classified under regressive taxes, which are taxes that affect people of lower income more than that of the middle and upper class. America's top 10 fattest states are Mississippi, West Virginia, Alabama, Louisiana, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Michigan. Coincidentally, America's top 10 poorest states are exactly the same, with the exception of Michigan and the addition of New Mexico. In addition to the controversy surrounding regressive taxes, research has shown that fast foods may not be the main cause of obesity. Some researchers have found that obesity is strongly related to social class. One statistic has shown that only 12% of people from professional social classes are obese, while over 20% of people from unskilled social classes are.
Obesity has also been linked to educational attainment. Obesity is least common among more highly educated men and women. Obesity is underrepresented among white-collar workers, while thinness is underrepresented among blue-collar workers. This all means that government taxes imposed on fatty foods may not be addressing the true problem of obesity. Essentially, the regressive taxes would be punishing people of lower incomes and ignoring other factors such as social class and educational attainment.
Michelle Obama recently launched a campaign entitled Let's Move to tackle the issue of obesity by stopping it before it starts, beginning with childhood.
Let's Move is a nationwide initiative that basically focuses on 4 key components. First, we want to improve the information and the tools that parents need to make the changes that are desired in their families. The second is that we have to improve the quality of food in our schools. That's where kids are eating many of their meals, and we have to do a better job of making sure that that food is quality. Third, we need to improve access and affordability of healthy foods. We have to eliminate food deserts in this country, and we need to do it now. And finally, we have to increase physical education for our kids. we need to get them moving. And we're going to be relying a lot on major sports organizations to help us achieve that goal. And we're very excited about that.
With the help of Let's Move, not only is the U.S. Department of Agriculture planning to revamp the famous food pyramid, but they also have created the first ever Food Atlas, an interactive database that maps components of healthy food environments down to the local level across the country.
Schools now have access to a menu planner for healthy school meals, which provide tips on serving more whole grains, fruits, and vegetables, and lower amounts of sugar, sodium, as well as saturated and trans fats in school menus. Many children eat half of their daily calories at school, so information on the importance of healthy eating will put them on a track to a healthier life.
More than 23 million Americans, including 6.5 million children, live in low-income urban and rural neighborhoods that are more than a mile away from a supermarket, in places called food deserts. Lack of access to proper nutrition is one reason why many children are not eating the recommended levels of healthier foods.
Children need 60 minutes of active and vigorous play every day to grow up to a healthy weight. Let's Move has partnered up with professional athletes from the NFL to the MLB and from professional soccer to the WNBA, who are helping to ensure kids get the full hour of active play each day through sports clinics, partnerships, public information campaigns, and more.
The question isn't about whether obesity is a problem in the United States. Instead, the question addresses our options on how to solve it.
Whether it is believed that government intervention is the most effective method, or if providing an educational solution is the answer, obesity is a growing epidemic that needs to be prevented. Obesity rates have tripled in the past 30 years. So don't you think it's about time we put an end to this big problem?